Okay. It's gotta be recorded by now. Hello, YouTube. It's me. I'm High. Shadow Tart. Yep. I don't have to censor the main menu this time. Thank you, Furry Shades of Gay 2. Alright. Called for a plumber. Let's read this again. Nathan keeps trying to wrangle the faucet into position, but it shunts back into its misaligned position every time. He checks under the sink several times to make sure the pipes down there aren't causing it, but finds no problems down there. Sorry to bother you, but can you hold the faucet in place for me while I tighten it? Mindy decides to make her move. Sure thing. I'll hold your faucet for you. It's your faucet, not mine, but thank you. Mindy gets off the counter's top and slides in front of Nathan. She makes an effort to not press her ass against him too much. Yet. You don't have to stand right there. I'm sure a little to the side would be more comfortable for you. Mindy grabs the faucet. My arms are short, so if I'm going to be holding this for a while, this is a good place for me to be. If you insist. As Mindy holds the faucet in place for Nathan, she brushes her shoulders against his arms at first. Then gets bolder and crams her ass against his groin. She hopes to get a verbal reaction out of him, but is even more pleased to feel his erection growing through his pants instead. Nathan seems aware of it, so he arcs his hips back to make sure his bulge doesn't touch Mindy. She backs up in response, keeping her body in contact with his. Huh. If I didn't know any better, I think you were trying to rub yourself against me. Who says I'm not trying to do that? I might be trying to focus on two faucets at once, if you get what I mean. Well, a dick is kind of like a faucet. I'm dying. With one last twist of the wrench and a tug from Nathan and Mindy, the faucet finally holds into place, even after turning the water on again. Mindy reaches back to grab Nathan's hips. Hey, you're getting a bit hard back there, and I don't mind it at all. Maybe you and I could... Well, we're already this close together. Let's try to... Which one am I gonna get first? I might not get anything at all. I'm kind of scared. I'm actually really kind of scared right now. Should I be this scared? Wait, I can just buy a shit ton of these. There we go. Okay, so I have a choice. Actually, wait, I might have two choices. He really needs to finish this, or alright, fine, he's game. I want to see the rejection first. I'd rather finish this first. I think it's almost in place, and I'll need to double check the sealants afterward. Yep, that's a smart move, honestly. I'll be right here if you change your mind. Oh, that tiger looks worried. After wrapping the last pipe, Nathan checks the sealant one last time to make sure it dried properly. Nathan gives every pipe a little shake and runs his fingers across the edges that he sealed up. Want to give the sink a go? I'd love to try out your pipes. Mindy turns on the sink and water flows out in a steady stream, then drains out the bottom without a single leak. And done. Let's see. That was a solid 40 minutes of work, and at the express arrival rate, that should come out to... Nathan scrawls some numbers on the notepad and hands it to Mindy. Oh, it's so big. Your dick is so big. You sound excited over the bill? Your handwriting, not the bill. The prices are totally fine. It's a bit weird to point out the size of someone's, handwriting, but sure, I guess. Anyway, I assume everything on this makes sense, right? Oh, it definitely does. Well, I wonder, maybe you'd be interested in a little extra? Wink? I don't expect tipping, but I'll gladly take it if you like. Maybe you'd like a little something other than cash. Perhaps something from in this room. I saw that you were getting a bit turned on when I was pressed up against you, and maybe you'd like a little something to relieve that. A little something? You mean like a sex toy? I just think maybe you could have a go on me. You know, I've been sort of planning on it this whole time. You know, I get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, you really, really need some dick. The way he fucking says it. I need a drink. Oh my god, that is hilarious. A little bit. Mindy pauses for a moment, then blurts out what she's actually thinking. Okay, you were right. I really, really need that dick. My husband left me 2 years ago and I've been lonely ever since. You're a cool person and I like you, but I gotta have that dick. He won't do it! He won't do it! Listen, I know you are in desperate need of some dick, but there are reasons why plumbers generally don't bang their clients. If you have a thirst for dick, then maybe you can go on Finder or something. Mindy pays for Nathan's time, then browses some porn. The flood of digital dicks isn't enough to make up for the lack of Nathan's touch, however. Okay, let's try again. Sure, her ass could use some pounding. Sure, she will taste him. What the fuck? Oh, fuck's sakes. Oh, fuck. I have no idea why I did that. No strategy at all. Okay, wait, I got an idea. There we go. There we go. That wasn't a bad mood. That wasn't a bad mood. That wasn't a bad move, now was it? Okay, I'd had a strategy there. Get money. I'm a greedy fuck. And I've been broke for most of my life. Oh. She can taste him! I was right. But maybe we want the other one. I need peaches. I need peaches. Where? What the fuck? Why am I lost? Hello? Where was my mind? Where was my mind? Where was my mind? I'm getting a bit scared, so, I'm gonna play it safe. Sure, her ass could use some pounding. Well, sure, but the extra time's going on your bill. That's fine with me. Mindy leans on the edge of the sink and starts to undress. Nathan starts to slip off his clothes as well. I'm all yours, big guy. Think you can give me a solid pounding in the ass? Whoa! Whoa! I don't think I'll need these anymore. She tosses her underwear aside with a seductive smile. I'm an expert with plumbing, so this should give you what you need. When Mindy finishes undressing, she spreads her legs and shows herself off to him, trying to make him even more aroused. He doesn't waste too much time looking at her, though he does give her a delightful glare that makes her shiver with arousal. As soon as his pants are finally off, she lifts Mindy's legs and slowly brings herself into position. Whoa. Whoa. When his erection penetrates her ass and reaches her soft depths, she shoulders with pleasure. She shoulders with pleasure. She shudders with pleasure. Whoa. Whoa. Slides in and out of her while holding one of her ankles. He goes slow at first, but gradually speeds up. Mindy tries to balance her weight to keep herself stable. Even though there's no lubricant, Mindy's used to anal, and Nathan's steady, smooth technique brings nothing but pleasure for her. Mindy does her best to keep herself steady and worries about falling for a moment. However, she remembers that Nathan's muscles aren't just for show, so she doesn't need to worry about him dropping her. She can just focus on the fun. Mindy's body tenses up as Nathan pounds her, sliding in and out over and over. She looks up at him with an aroused smile, panting with lust. As Nathan keeps thrusting, Mindy arcs her hips slightly to make his erection thrust harder against her most sensitive spots. Mindy stays still, occasionally moving her hips or adjusting her back against the countertop. She barely focuses on the position of her body, instead mostly focusing on the hot stud pounding her. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Fuck! When Nathan is finally comfortable with going as fast as he can, Mindy almost melts with pleasure. Am I going too fast? Ah, I love it. I'll take that as a no. The back and forth sliding while straight forward is enough to make her arousal surge higher and higher with every thrust. Bringing Nathan's arms is almost as arousing. Fuck, I did it wrong again! Being in Nathan's arms is almost as arousing as the actual sex. Mindy can't help but try to lean into Nathan, trying to feel more of his warm, strong body. Ah, yeah. Nathan occasionally teases her, pausing every now and then to allow Mindy to enjoy a brief moment of stillness. She wobbles on the edge of the desk as Nathan pounds her. She gets nearer to orgasm with every thrust, and even though Nathan gets more aroused, his grip on her doesn't waver at all. It doesn't take too long for her to reach orgasm. She feels her pussy clench over and over as pleasure overwhelms her. Ah, fuck. Whoa. Moments later, Nathan comes into her ass, and she feels him twitch over and over inside of her. Nathan's own twitching cock makes her own orgasm even more intense. She lets out a moan of delight with every load she shoots into her. He shoots into her. Yeah, that sentence doesn't make sense. She enjoys herself for the rest of the orgasm. When the pleasure finally subsides, leaving her with warm relaxation, Nathan slides out of her, then gradually sets Mindy on the ground. Her legs wobble as she tries to stand up properly, and she has to lean on the countertop for support. After cleaning themselves up, Nathan is almost about to leave when Mindy grabs a beer out of the fridge. Want to stay for a little while? I'm feeling a lot more mellow. You cold? I'm feeling a lot more mellow, and I'd like to relax with you for a moment. I normally charge money for my time, but that beer should make me stay for a little while longer. Nathan has a seat and pops open the beer. He takes a long swig, then chats with Mindy for a little while. After a few minutes and a few more sips, he clears his throat. You know, my boss would probably be mad if he knew I was spending too much private time with the customers like this. What? That's a load of nonsense. As long as he's making money, he shouldn't care. Well, what? Oh, he's gay! Ha yeah! Well, he is also my boyfriend, and he can get a little jealous sometimes. Oh, I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting it either. Don't worry. Officially, we're in an open relationship. As soon as Nathan and Mindy finish their conversation and the beer bottle is empty, Nathan packs up his tools, finishes getting dressed, and says goodbye. With her lingering urge for dick satisfied, Mindy goes to the sink to grab a glass of crisp, clean water. Yay! The end! Alright, awesome. That was a funny story. Alright, next up is extracurricular studies. That's up next. Anyway, yeah, see you all in the next video. Bye for now.